For so many reasons, viewers can simply relate their lives with the characters and plot of the sitcoms, and that makes them more and more accepted and appreciated among the millions of audience and fans they have. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be talking about all the drama around iCarly. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Recently, the creators announced they were planning to reboot the show. They are planning to air it probably from next year. Exciting news for the fans, right? Even though people endorse the show with teens as the leading cast and plot about teen lives, there is still chaos among the fans about how it will be when the show reboots with all the cast as adults. As a reply to this, producer Jay Kogan replied with a tweet, "People were asking what I was doing. Now I can tell you, we get to make iCarly for adults." With this reply from the producer himself, fans might be waiting for an entirely different but splendid show to watch. Let's have a recap of what's happening so far among the cast of iCarly. Struggles of Jennette McCurdy. Fans are delighted to know about the news of the reboot, but were saddened to learn about the absence of the name of actress Jennette McCurdy when producer Jay Kogan published the list of actors who are scheduled to appear in the show. She did her part in the show as Sam Puckett, who was the best friend of the title role named Carly Shay, portrayed by Miranda Cosgrove. Although the star didn't officially declare that she is stepping back from the show, the absence of her name in the published list of stars is a significant matter of concern for the fans of the show. The extremely painful moments she had at the sets of iCarly are the reason why she quit acting in 2016. Throughout the filming of the show, her mother was seriously struggling with cancer. Years of treatment didn't help her fight cancer, and she eventually gave up to cancer while Jennette was busy with the shoot of the show. Jennette even said in an interview that playing her part in the sitcom to an extent helped her relieve herself from the pain and grief of the loss of her mother. She even told in an interview that she stopped crying, and she even made jokes about serious issues to cope up with her pain. Things didn't go quite well then when her boyfriend Andre Drummond leaked her nude pictures, which led to a very huge scandal for the actress. Many believe that it was a kind of revenge from him, as she told once in a podcast that he is a bad kisser. It was released a month before the 2014 Kids' Choice Awards, which she didn't attend. There were also scandals that she boycotted Ariana Grande, who was her co-star in the iCarly spin-off Sam and Cat. The tension between the ladies happened as Ariana was paid more than Jennette, but Jennette denied the speculation, stating that they both had always dealt with things in a sisterly manner. Things got worse when the media reported her saying she had a relationship with an older man and about her bulimia. She eventually announced she quit acting in 2016. She told that she had to quit acting and stop dealing with social media to fight the demons inside her. The downfall of Miranda Cosgrove after the show. Things are not so happy with Miranda Cosgrove as well. Starting her career at a very young age of 3, she was very popular in Hollywood with all the shows and television programs she took part in. In 2009, Miranda tried to establish herself in the musical industry. She had a few hits, but her musical career came to an end when her tour bus was struck with an accident which led her to cancel her last 25 shows. Miranda survived the accident with very small injuries along with a broken ankle, but filed a lawsuit against all the drivers, stating that the accident led to the disfigurement of her and her mother, and also claimed that the accident was the main reason for the abruption of her musical career. Throughout the show, she spoke about her desire to go to college and lead a normal life, but she had been homeschooled throughout her high school due to her busy schedules with professional life. As soon as she got the chance to go to college, she enrolled in the USC School of Cinematic Arts. She told the media that after the show, she was quite busy because of classes and that she truly enjoyed it, but things were not so good at the college as she couldn't pride herself as a student and even screwed up with the photography classes. After 2013, she had a few roles in shows and films which didn't do well at the box office, but she finally received success when she gave voice to Margot in the Despicable Me franchise. She even hopes to be a screenwriter someday. With the announcement of the reboot of the show iCarly, fans are eagerly waiting to have her back to the show. This may add colors to her career, and fans are even quoting they are eagerly waiting to see the comeback of the actress. Behind the spotlight. Things are not so happy as we see from the show. Behind the spotlight, incidents that happened were very distressing. The show didn't just involve the two leading ladies. Dan Schneider, the original producer of the show, was asked to leave Nickelodeon due to his nefarious behavior at the sets of the show. He was asked to leave the company after when the company received complaints about sexual abuse against him from a staff of the show. The media even cited his inappropriate behavior to the child stars. He had a ferocious temper. He had a weird foot fetish which the young stars felt bad about. He even posted pictures of the bare foot of the stars on social media. To be precise, he is everything that the company and the show never wanted to have. This is not the only reason for the end of the show back in 2012. Not only Dan was a weird dude, but the show was also very expensive from the beginning. The show was very expensive to film. Being the leading lady of the show, Miranda was one of the highest paid child stars of her time. She was paid $180,000 for each episode in 2010. She couldn't directly use this money because she had to spend it for commission, taxes, and agents. Not only this, the creators still have no idea about how so much money was spent on the show. Something was not so okay with the producers' finances. And of course, working as an actor is not an easy task. They need to spend a lot of time, effort, and energy to do their parts in the show. Let's recall an interview of Jennette where she said, "Once we didn't have child labor law, we could work 16 hours a day." Not only the hard work, but the cast also complained about the food they were supplied at the backstage of the shoot. They often stated it as gross. Along with this, we also mentioned the eating disorder, bulimia of Jennette. Worse, right? Despite all of these, the actors weren't allowed to improvise their part for the show and were always asked to stick to the script. Making a joke and making the show funny was up to the writers, and the actors had to follow whatever is mentioned in the script. Even the actors Jerry Trainer and Nathan Kress studied improv comedy. They were never allowed to improvise their part or to add jokes to the script, because it's always up to the writer. If they wanted to, then they were asked to get permission to do that. That obviously will affect the self-esteem of the actors. The family behind the sets. Although the actors had to face so many adversities during the shoot and backstage, they always had a sense of belonging with each other. The cast was always comfortable with each other and as close as any family. They never missed a chance to make each other laugh. And yeah, the majority of the laughter came from pranking each other. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Jerry Trainer, who plays the role of Carly's elder brother Spencer Shay, said that he loved the episode I Get Pranky, in which his character was addicted to pranking. He recalled that the rehearsal for that show was very much fun and very much high energy, that he was running from person to person pranking them. He is not the only one good at pranking in the show. At the beginning of the show, Jennette managed to convince the cast that her real name was Jennette Aria. No one knows why she did that. She recalls that no one didn't believe her and started making fun of her. Then everyone was convinced that her name was Jennette Aria. When she finally told them the truth, they couldn't believe her again. True friendship. Despite all the scenarios they had to come across, there was always the bond of true friendship between them. That may be the reason why the bond they show on the show never felt unrealistic to all the viewers and fans. The bond between Carly and Sam shown in the show is real in their personal life too. They frequently hang out and even went to Mexico together to celebrate Jennette's 23rd birthday. And the rest of the cast is also very close to one another. There were even speculations of the love triangle between Miranda, Nathan, and Jennette, which was proved wrong when Nathan got engaged to his girlfriend in 2015. The wedding was attended by both Jennette and Miranda. They even celebrated the occasions when Nathan welcomed his first baby. His second child is on the way and due by next year. Who knows, the reboot may portray that in the show. Are you excited about the reboot of the show? What are you eagerly waiting to see in the show? Hope you liked the video. Do comment about your opinions about the reboot and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.